It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on a tube or a screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective because after 47 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a new perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I like to get on the about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to the Philippines. Got some plays over in the Philippines this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Doraba. In Philippines, I heard if you have Twitter or X, whatever they call it, Elon Musk is now charging you $1. So, I'm sorry to hear that, but I do appreciate you listening to the podcast. Thanks very much. And just FYI, back in the day I went to school to be a radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the speaking skills. If I would have had speaking skills, then maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But it didn't, and it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, rain, snow, sleet, ice, grass, dirt, soil. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I can ramble all day, but it won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, do you like hummus and pretzels? Well, the Captain, Che Cortez, loves hummus and pretzels. I just ate hummus and pretzels earlier today. Well, if you love hummus and pretzels the way I love hummus and pretzels, recording artist Sun Tzu Cosmic just dropped a track about hummus and pretzels. So if you want to hear Sun Tzu Cosmic with his cosmic raps rap about hummus and pretzels in only the way he can, I will put a link below to the track called Hummus and Pretzels. Check it out and eat some hummus and pretzels. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And it's a lovely day. Even though outside it's rainy, a little cold and damp and wet, it's still a lovely day. Because I just had some hummus and pretzels. Like you heard in the promo. It wasn't a lie, I didn't say it for the TV or for the radio just to be cool. I really just had hummus and pretzels, and I eat hummus and pretzels all the time. And I think it's absolutely awesome that there's now a song called Hummus and Pretzels because I love it so much. I'm going to play that song all day. Hummus and pretzels. Hummus, 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 hummus and pretzels. It goes something like that. It's a fantastic song. When you want to get in the mood to eat hummus and pretzels, just play that song and be eating it all day. So I just got done eating hummus and pretzels. They're absolutely fantastic. I watched a little bit of YouTube and saw some conspiratorial things like, bro, these guys are crazy. They think such crazy stuff. And maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Just words, language. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. Who cares? I just watch for entertainment. But anyways, yeah, so life is good. It's a little rainy, wet. I had hummus and pretzels. I'm watching conspiratorial YouTube videos, which is just crazy rabbit hole to go down. And life is good. I woke up this morning. I ate food today. I was able to clean myself, right? Got gas in my car. Simple pleasures of life. Beautiful, beautiful thing. But now it is time to podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, this week I'm going to talk about my most favorite franchise in the galaxy, in the universe, in the cosmos. And if you've been here before, you know what that is. But if you've not been here before, my favorite franchise in the entire multiverse, galaxy, universe is the one and only Star Trek. Yes, I love Star Trek so much. And this week I got to see Star Trek Lower Decks. Caves. Yes, wonderful, dope episode. But before I get into that, a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in the parent company of Star Trek. I just want to be clear and transparent to let you know. Now that I told you that, let's get into Star Trek Lower Decks Caves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolutely fantastic episode yet again. I say it every episode, but every episode is absolutely fantastic to me. They're all so great. I love them. They're just written so beautifully, so wonderfully. And it also made me think like, man, you know what? Star Trek has had a lot of episodes in caves. I never really thought about it until this episode where they kind of bring it up and they kind of talk about it, almost poke fun of it like damn, Star Trek has had a lot of episodes in caves. I'm like, man, that is pretty true. And then I started to think about it. I was like, yeah, that is really true. And then I talked to this other Star Trek fan about it. I know this lady, she's in the Star Trek as well. We were talking about this week. And she said, yeah, it's true. There's tons of episodes in caves. And part of the reason she said was because the budget. Because we have a budget like they had. They kind of just had to do that, budget-wise, budget constraints, whatever. But no matter if it was budget or not, a lot of those cave episodes are absolutely fantastic. So this week, we just get to see them poking fun at caves and what happens when you're stuck in caves. But what I want to do this week, like I always do, is try to find what we can learn from the episode. What lessons are there? What did I see this week that made me say, I see some wisdom in this show. So what I thought when I saw this episode was like, you know what? They're stuck in caves, right? But aren't we kind of stuck in caves, sort of in a way, in this weird kind of way? You're like, Captain, what are you talking about? Stuck in caves? We're not caves. We live in houses. We walk in buildings. We're not stuck in caves, are we? No? Are you stuck? I kind of thought being stuck in a cave was kind of like going to work. like how is it like going to work? Because in a lot of the Star Trek episodes when you're stuck in caves, a lot of times you're stuck with people they don't want to be stuck with, right? You're stuck in caves with people they prefer not to be around with. And they're just kind of bring people together and you're stuck in these caves. And when you go to work, that's kind of what happens. I've been on this planet for 47 years. And I've had a lot of jobs working for the man. I've worked for the man many years. A lot of working for the man. And every job I had working for the man, I would be working with people or put in places or situations with people that I wouldn't necessarily choose to be around, right? Just kind of forced to be stuck in a cave with them. Not really a cave, but in the same place, working together with these individuals, right? And at first, just like in the Star Trek episodes, I don't want to be stuck with this person. We're not really the same people, right? Just like in the Star Trek episodes. And then by the end of the Star Trek episodes, they're like friends, they're buddies, they got a lot in common. And just like at your job, if you've ever been stuck working with someone that you kind of thought like, I don't have nothing to talk to this person about. But you get stuck doing a job together. And then you like have conversations. You guys start talking. And all of a sudden, you know what? You figure out like, yeah, we have some commonalities here. This is a very interesting human being. So as I've navigated the workforce in my later years, I would not look at it like being stuck in a cave with somebody a lot of times. But anytime I'm kind of with someone I don't really know, like they would just talk and you get to find out things and interesting perspectives, interesting things they spend their time doing, learning things. I mean, everyone I talk to, I don't really talk about myself a lot. I'm asking a lot of questions because I just want to learn more about their world and their life and what they do. And everybody to me has a very interesting perspective and story they can tell you. Guarantee you talk to anyone, whoever it is, they know something you probably don't know about something. No matter who it is, it doesn't matter who you talk to. Guaranteed you talk to some people, they're going to know some knowledge that you just don't know. So if you take enough time to spend with someone and talk to them, you can learn something. You learn something, right? And everyone I encounter, that's what I do these days. I'm out there talking to people. I'm learning about stuff that I don't know from these people that know about it. The world is so big and complex and vast. There's so many things to know. You cannot possibly know it all. I don't care if you got Google or Bing or whatever. It does not matter. You can't know it all, right? So when we get stuck in these caves, quotation marks, don't be adversarial. Take time to learn from these people. You expand your knowledge base, grow some rapport there. You just have a great time with it, right? And in the Star Trek episodes, and Lower Decks as well, we see that when you put these people together, they learn and grow, and sometimes they're friends. This is how it works. So yeah, I've experienced that many times, right? So Star Trek is always spot on with their assessment of human culture, human society. It's beautiful, right? And so if you're ever stuck in a cave with somebody, quotation marks, work cave or something, social event cave, or whatever kind of cave you want to label, don't fight it. Just kind of learn from each other, right? And like I said, I've been in those kind of situations so many times, I can't even count them. And to be fair, not every single time will you come back being best buds. But at least you might, understand each other a little bit more than you did going into it, right? At least that's the way I see it. Maybe it's not true. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're stuck in a cave with somebody, quotation marks, and it's the absolute worst experience of your entire life. You dread it, you hate it, you learn nothing. That's possible. But maybe you should just open your mind and expand it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just get in here and just talk about the things I see in these TV shows. And that's kind of the lesson kind of thing I saw this week. At least to me. Maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you did. I don't know. But anyways, the reason I love Star Trek so much, Lower Decks, and all the other Star Treks, is because for me, when I watch these shows, it just kind of show me different windows of myself, humanity, and I get to learn and grow from watching Star Trek. Especially within the last 3-4 years, I've really been diving deep into what can I see in these shows, and I can apply it to my life to level up my life and improve my life, expand my life through the vehicle of Star Trek. And to be honest, not just Star Trek. Pretty much any show I watch on the tube, I use as a mechanism, a method for just learning more knowledge and expanding my knowledge about myself and the world I live in. And so I can just live a more full life, right? That's what I do. I mean, like I told you last episode, I'm getting the Google out, getting the Bing out, and I'm looking things up while I'm watching the show. Like, oh, I know that now. I've learned countless things from just watching the tube. No matter what I'm watching, I can learn from anything, right? And even the fast food trash TV, I like to call it, even knows if you really sit down and watch it, you can learn stuff from it. It depends. You just kind of got to open your mind, just try to see the different things you can see in it. Right. So anyways, yes, Star Trek Lower Decks, fantastic. I learned something this week as usual, and also I was entertained. And as always, there's tons of Easter eggs about Star Trek. And if you know Star Trek, you'll see them and you'll recognize them. Like, yeah, I see those. I recognize. And they're great every week. It's great. I never talk about them on here because, you can do some digging and you can find other people on YouTube or wherever podcasts will talk way better about them than I could. I have a pretty good knowledge of Star Trek, but not as deep as some of these other people have. Some of these other people that do Star Trek stuff have deep knowledge. They know all the episode titles by heart. They know the numbers of the episodes. They know like every detail. I'm a Trekkie. I'm hardcore Trek. I love it, but I'm not quite that good with the memory of it. A lot of times I have to look it up. So I'll let the people that do the Easter eggs do them because they do them a little bit better than me. But I can talk about the lessons I see in these episodes, and that's what I'm going to do. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. And until next time, we'll see you. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Dr. Seuss. Until next time, this is Captain Ace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.